Hello everybody, this is Teo Tamara and welcome back to Buried Stars. Today we're going to be starting B Route. So, yeah, we haven't seen Hyesung in a while, so this route is mostly about him from what I've seen. Inha, have we seen this? I feel like we have seen this yet. Yes, we have seen this.
우리가 가진 거 이거
공유수
살 구멍을 찾으려는 몸부림이겠지.
Okay, I think I have seen this before because I think this is what I did on the first route. I said he was just struggling to save his own ass, and he shot out of... We need to stop him!
말려야 돼. 저대로는 위험해.
맞아. 당장 꺼내와야 돼.
I agree, we need to get him back here.
아까 봤잖아. 완전 뚜껑 열렸다니까.
Didn't you see him earlier? He lost it.
당장 무슨 일 터지는 줄 알았어요.
I thought something was going to happen there. Sale mumbled something under his breath.
도윤아, 갈 거면 같이 가.
Do you know go with you if you have to go?
갔을 만한데 대기실 아니면 화장실이겠지?
Where do you think he is? It must be either the lounge or restroom.
스텝 복도도 있어. 찾아보면 나오겠지.
There's also the staff quarter. We'll find him eventually.
조금이라도 진정됐을 텐데.
I hope he simmered down a bit. Yuhyuk let out a brief sigh looking at the door.
워치 가진 분들 메신저랑 페이터 한 번만 확인해 주세요.
Could you guys use your watches to check Messenger and Fatter?
서혜성이 뭐라고 해놓은 건 없어요?
Did Hyesung post any comments? Just then, Do-yoon felt the buzz of a notification on his wrist. Yo, Do-yoon.
혜성이야?
Is it Hyesung?
네. 메시지가 왔어요.
Yeah, he sent me a message.
양반은 못 되는 놈이네.
Speak of the devil. You okay? Where are you? I gotta talk to you. Just the two of us, okay? Dressing room. Come alone and meet me.
뭐라고 그래?
What's he saying?
둘이서만 얘기 좀 하자는데.
He wants to talk to me alone.
무슨 꿍꿍이로
What's he up to?
무기가 있다는 둥 그랬는데.
He said he had aces in the hole.
별 대단하지도 않은 걸로 정신 승리하는 거겠죠.
Probably nothing. I think he's just trying to protect the small amount of pride he has left.
가 볼 거지?
You'll go see him, right?
네. 여기서 쉬고 계세요.
Yes, you should stay here and get some rest.
언니는 내가 챙길게.
I'll take care of her.
그나저나 왜 혼자 오래? 불안하겠으리.
Why does he want to talk to you alone? This is making me feel nervous.
메신저로 다 얘기하든지 전화를 하든지.
He could use text messaging or talk to us over the phone.
별일 아닐 거야. 괜찮겠지?
It's probably nothing important. He'll be okay.
혼자 흥분해서 설레발치다 사고라도 내면.
I'm just worried if his anger gets him in trouble.
혼자 오랬지만 같이 갈까?
I know he asked for you only, but how about I go with you?
아까 상태 그대로면 위험할지도.
If he's still mad, he might...
괜찮아. 갔다 올게.
I'll be fine. See you soon. Ji-young, who was leaning against Inha, raised her head.
지금은 좀 진정했을지도 몰라.
He might have calmed himself down a bit.
어떻게든 달래는 적극적으로 부탁해.
Try to coax him somehow.
혜성이가 제 말은 그럭저럭 듣는 편이니까
He listens to me more than you guys.
시키는 대로 가서 얘기해 볼게요.
I think it'd be best to go and talk to him as he asked.
상황 보고 나서 꼭 알려줘.
Come back and let us know what happened.
걱정하지 마.
Of course, don't worry.
혜성아,
Hyesung. Do-yoon turned the dressing room doorknob, but the door did not open.
잠갔어.
Just locked himself in.
나야, 말한 대로 왔어.
It's me, you asked me to come. After a short pause, Hyesung's voice came from the other side of the door. Are you alone?
그래.
Yes,
시킨 대로.
as you asked. The door opened slightly and Hyesung stuck his head out.
들어와.
Come in. Do-yoon stared at Hyesung blankly.
형, 내 얘기 듣고 있어?
Do-yoon, are you listening to me?
사퇴하라고.
I want you to drop out of the audition.
따로 불러서 하려는 얘기가
Is that all you wanted to say?
이같이 뭐겠어?
What else? Hyesung licked his parched lips.
공식 계정 봤지?
You saw what the official account said, right?
구조되고도 베스타 이어지는 거면 난 남아야 돼.
If B-Stars continues after our rescue, I must remain on the show.
지금 투표 쓰면 내 자리 날라가.
If the votes don't change in my favor, I'll be eliminated.
그러니까 형이 좀 사퇴해줘. 어?
So I want you to drop out for me, will you?
페이터로 쓰든 장세일이한테 전화하라고 하든
Use Fatter, tell Sale to deliver your resignation message or whatever.
핑계는 뭘로 대도 괜찮으니까.
Just give him your best excuse.
그래, 걔 핑계 대면 되겠다. 페이터의 그 미친놈 S승현.
Oh yeah, why don't you mention about S_Singyeon, the troll on Fatter?
걔한테 휘둘리기 싫어서 자진 사퇴한다고 해.
Just tell Sale you're quitting because you're getting too much stress from the troll.
타임라인 꼴 봐봐.
Look how messy the timeline is.
그 새끼가 꼴찌를 주기니 많이 했잖아. 지금 개판 5분 전이야.
This stupid troll even announced that they would kill whoever's in last place. What the hell?
누구 하나 사퇴한다고 크게 뭐라 할 놈도 없어.
At this point, it would seem natural for you to drop out and no one will blame you. Seeing that Do-yoon was lost for words, Hyesung's expression began to change.
형, 베스타에 큰 욕심 없다 아니었어?
Do-yoon, I thought you weren't that attached to this show.
선비인 척 고고하게 굴어본 것뿐이야?
Were you just pretending as if you were not interested?
그럼 나도 생각이 있어.
Then I have an idea.
어떤 생각?
What idea?
폭로할 거야.
Alex knows your secret.
형, 정말로 배신자가 맞다고.
I'll tell the world that you really betrayed your friends.
네가 원하는 대로 해.
Do what you want.
어? 진짜?
Huh? Really?
그래.
Yeah,
어쩌면-
maybe. Hyesung shrugged his shoulders when Do-yoon was about to say something.
그렇게 나오면 내가 할 말이 없네.
That was an unexpected response.
사실 형은 뭐 나도 아닌 거 알아.
In fact, I know you're not a betrayer, bro.
왜? 삐쳤어?
What, are you sulking?
그럼 왜 말을 그런 식으로 했어?
Then why did you talk to me that way?
이렇게 혼자 행동하는 건 뭐고?
And why did you act on your own?
한수 접으니까 바로 쏴대네.
As soon as I back off, you're all over me.
혜성아, 무대로 돌아가자.
Hyesung, let's go back to the stage.
안 돼.
No.
끝장 보고 나갈 거야.
I'm not leaving until we resolve this.
싸움이라도 하게?
Are you gonna fight me?
말이 돼?
No,
내가 쳐맞지.
no way, you'd beat the crap out of me.
형 먼저 부른 건 제일 만만해서 그랬어.
I called you first because you're my bro.
그러냐?
I see.
얼굴 보니까 역시 어렵네. 블러핑 치는 것도 쉽지 않아.
Well, confronting you, I found it's hard to bluff you.
무기가 어쩌고 한 거 역시 블러핑이었어?
What you said about having an ace in the hole, was that a bluff?
아니거든. 진짜 있어 무기.
What? I really do have aces up my sleeve.
뻥 아니야. 형 거가 없어서 그렇지.
I'm not lying, I just don't have one to use against you.
바로 거기까지 들어가긴 좀 치사하다 싶었어.
I thought it would be a cheap shot to get into it.
이제 블러핑 집어치우고 건더기 있는 사람한테 쇼부 봐야겠어.
Forget the bluffing, I'll just call someone I can negotiate with. Yesung looked to the side and smacked his lips. Yesung just confessed that he had no secret weapon to use against Do Yoon. He was acting as if he's had something to disclose on everyone else, which, as we know from A Route, he does. Was he going to call the contestants one at a time and ask each of them to drop out? What was he really up to? What did he mean when he said he had an ace in the hole?
혜성아, 나랑 얘기 좀 해.
Yesung, can we talk? Do Yoon decided to talk with Yesung calmly while not provoking him. I shouldn't be thinking about this right now. Band members who sided with him are still there. He thought about them for a while. He thought about the moments of the band going through hell. Do Yoon quietly bit his lower lip. It was time to wrap up the conversation. Is it though? He's provoking me directly. This user had been posting negative comments all along. Even if you'd ignored it, this guy wouldn't stop. This will not end easily. Not really much else he can do, so... I'm taking flack from inside and out. Nobody's on my side.
나는
Which side do you think I'm on? You're annoying, but you understand the language at least. How am I annoying?
알겠어?
Asking me a question like this with that innocent look on your face. Yesung clicked his tongue. And the others, like the viewers or the comments, say that you're a betrayer. You never seem to respond. Are you suppressing your anger or do you not feel anything? That's some heavy stuff. I have to catch you when your guard is down so I can get the real response.
뭔데?
Now, give me a real response, I'm curious. Hyesung's eyes lit up as he was rushing Do Yoon for an answer.
에?
That's real. Are you saying you're lost for words?
그게
I didn't think I would be, but
알아.
I think I can understand that in some ways. I also get tongue-tied sometimes. When I see somebody babbling nonsense, I end up giving up on answering. Hyesung lowered his head and mumbled to himself. Do Yoon scratched his neck and pondered on what to say.
그건
They called me a betrayer because that was the truth in their eyes. Truth in their eyes. What you see can be different from what really happened.
그렇지.
In that sense, I feel a sense of kinship. I mentioned Seungyeon to provoke S_Seungyeon, so I guess it's practically over for me. We don't know that. Don't you think I know how messed up my image is after appearing on the show? Ooh, report event, yay.
형이 보기에도 그래?
Do you think so too?
갑자기 뭐가?
What are you talking about?
내가 그렇게 양아치로 보이냐고.
Do I look like a bully to you? Yesung suddenly asked a question.
페이터 얘기 때문이야?
Is this about the post on Fatter?
에이씨, 누가 내 의도 생각하래?
Hey, it's not about that, just in general.
그냥 딱 보기에 어떠냐고.
Just tell me how I look.
철딱선이 없어 보이지.
You look immature.
방금 상처받았어.
That hurts.
딱 보기에 어떠냐며.
You asked me how you look. Hyesung clicked his tongue looking at the ground.
그래. 뭐 나 옛날부터 철딱선이 없었어.
Fine, you're right. I've been immature throughout my life.
그치만 양아치 짓은 안 했다고.
But I was never a bully.
솔직히 성실하진 않았지.
I wasn't a good student, to be honest.
대충 친구랑 의리가 더 중요하고 노는 거 거절 못하고
But I was loyal to my friends. Friendship really mattered to me.
그런 애들 있잖아. 알아 몰라?
You know that kind of person, right?
모를 리가 있겠어?
Of course.
그게 그렇게 대단한 양아치야?
Is that kind of person what you call a bully?
그렇다고 하긴 어렵지.
Not really. Hyesung glanced at Doyoon while talking.
깝치다가 민폐 끼친 적 없진 않아.
Yes, I bugged others sometimes, but
그래도 나 솔직히
frankly, Hyesung closed his mouth.
솔직히
Frankly, what?
아무것도 아니야.
It's nothing.
복잡하네.
I'm feeling bitter all of a sudden.
어차피 애들 뚝 패고 다녔겠지.
You think I harassed my
생각하지?
classmates, don't you?
내 생각을 마음대로 정하지 말아줄래?
You don't get to decide how I think of you.
내가 지 이미지에 똥칠하고 다닌 거지.
I brought it upon myself.
오죽하면 지인이 논란도 없어.
Nobody even questioned if it was true.
말 나오자마자 확정 딱.
As soon as it came out, people believed it without a question. Doyoon wanted to bring up Hyesung's criminal record, but he didn't.
여튼 형은 철딱선 얘기해.
Anyway,
이렇게 둘 거야.
I will remember you calling me immature.
물어봐서 얘기한 거야.
You asked for my opinion. Why did that increase our rapport with him? Or the timing was terrible. The news came on immediately after they made an announcement through the official account. It's like I acted out even before the official announcement was even made.
아니었어.
You didn't have to write it while arguing with S_Seungyeon. Don't they piss you off?
알잖아.
Frankly, I'm angry too. I was looking for the right timing.
그렇지.
I knew you were a trustworthy person, but you made a bad choice earlier.
봐봐.
Doyoon, listen to me. Seungyeon got insulted by S_Seungyeon even after she died. You're supposed to join me fighting S_Seungyeon.
나 참.
But look, I'm the only one that's getting lashed at. You're just afraid of taking damage or getting entangled with me.
그거야.
That's because the others were surprised because you suddenly wrote about Seungyeon.
그래.
I admit that I got carried away a bit, but I was also shocked by what happened to Seungyeon. But I couldn't stand to watch them acting like Seungyeon. I thought they would take a hike if I caught them off guard. Although it didn't seem to work.
내 취향 얘기했던 거 기억나?
Remember when I talked about what type of girl I liked? You don't even look like a straight person. What? Okay.
연상연하? 생뚱맞은 얘기였지.
That you like mature girls and stuff. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Did he say this before at some point? Or is this just a conversation they had before? I forget, honestly. Frowning, Hyesung averted his eyes.
뭔데 그렇게 뜸을 들여?
Oh, that's new. What's taking you so long?
그게
Well,
예선 후반부터 내가 어떤 관계가 있었거든.
I had a relationship with somebody near the end of the preliminaries.
어떤 관계라는 게
What relationship?
뭐 사귀는 사이였단 거지.
Well, I was going out with someone.
사귀어?
With whom?
누구랑?
Hyesung stared at Doyoon with his wandering eyes.
신승현 PD님.
Seungyeon.
뭐?
No way.
그런 반응 나올 줄 알았어.
I knew you would react that way.
진짜야 너?
Are you serious?
돌아가신 분으로 농담할 것 같아?
I wouldn't make a joke of someone who passed away. Doyoon unknowingly covered his mouth.
많은 이유가 있는데 일단 내 스타일이라서
It happened for many reasons, but specifically because she was my type.
기대 없이 들이댔는데 덜컥 받아주시더라고.
I asked her out without much expectation, but then she said yes.
비슷한 말 나올 때 지나치다고 생각했었는데
When people started talking about you and her, I thought it was nonsense.
제대로 아는 사람은 없었을 거야.
But I'm sure nobody really knew about our relationship. Yes, they did.
끝났어. 본선 가면서 바로 깨졌으니까.
Didn't even last long. We broke up after I made it to the finals.
몇 주 정도잖아 그건.
Then it lasted only a couple of weeks.
전과 터지고 좀 빡세다고 하더라.
She said my criminal record was too much to handle.
조용히 찢어지고 입도 다무는 걸로.
We decided to break up quietly and to keep our mouths shut.
내가 잘한 일 하나도 없지.
It was all my fault.
나머진 내 개인기로 잘 헤쳐가 보라고 하셨어.
She told me to win the show on my own from that time on. I kind of wasn't expecting him to confess that they were a thing right then, surprisingly. Though Yoon wanted to ask him again if he really went out with her, but decided not to.
솔직히 난 그 뒤로도 계속 좋아했어.
I still liked her even after we broke up.
삽질은 했지. 근데 더 잘해서 인정받자 싶었지.
Yeah, I made some mistakes that I wanted to prove myself to her.
그런데 무대는 무너졌고 PD님은 저렇게 됐지.
Then the stage collapsed and now Seungyeon is gone.
너무 안 됐고 그냥 슬프기만 해.
I'm terribly sad. Poor Seungyeon.
항상 조급한 분이었어. 무대 급하게 옮기고 부실하게 땜질하고.
She was always in a hurry. She suddenly decided to move the stage and it led to the shoddy stage construction.
그런 게 모여서 PD님을 데려가 버린 거야.
Everything added up and took her away for good. Sung held his trembling hand with the other one.
그렇다고 다 놓아버릴 수는 없어.
Still, I can't give up.
PD님 말대로 해보려고.
I'll do what she told me to do.
뭔 짓거리를 하든 이 앞을 개척하는 거야.
I'll pave my own way to victory at any cost. Do-yoon just stood there, surprised by the unexpected confession.
뭐? 왜?
What? Why did I run? Why are you asking me this when you already saw and heard the whole thing?
괜찮아?
It's dangerous by yourself.
알아.
I know, you don't think I'm scared? But whether I stay there or not, it's still dangerous.
아닌 것 같아.
It's more dangerous in here. You could be in big trouble.
아이고.
Wow, how compassionate of you to worry about me. Don't be sarcastic.
아니지.
I'm not being sarcastic, that's why I called you first. It seems as though you didn't get it when I said it's dangerous for me whether I stay there or not. If I stay there, they'll either take my watch or tie me up by my hands and feet.
아니,
No one would go that far. You're such a fool sometimes. What are you talking about?
왜?
Never mind.
알겠냐고.
Anyhow, I came here to protect myself. I'm not getting out until we come to a conclusion.
그 사건 학교 잘린 거.
You heard about me being kicked out of high school. Yesung fell into a long silence.
나 가해자 아니야. 다 틀린 얘기야.
I wasn't the bully, it's all lies. Do-yoon unknowingly opened his mouth.
전과 달고 말하니까 전혀 설득력이 없어?
Not convincing at all since I have a criminal record.
아니,
Not
직접
really.
아니라고 한 거.
This is actually the first time you denied it, that's why. Yesung fell silent as if he was at a loss for words.
뭐가 어떻게 된 거야?
What happened, really?
빼앗겼어. 진실.
The truth isn't taken away from me.
깝치고 다닌 거 사실이야.
It's
성실하지도 않았지.
it's true I acted like a snobby punk in school.
그래도
Still, I
나쁜 짓 하고 다닌 적은
swear I
없었어,
wasn't a
진짜.
bully at least.
그럼 어쩌다
Then how?
반장이야. 거누기란 새끼인데 질이 나빴어.
My class leader, Gun Wook, he was an asshole.
하나 찍어서 집요하게 괴롭히는 놈이었거든.
He liked to constantly pick on weak people.
빵빵한 집 자식이라 뭘 해도 프리패스였지.
It seemed natural for him to step on other people since he was a spoiled kid from a rich family.
자연스럽게 한 명 패는 각이 서더라.
Everyone around him started to pick on one person.
그게
And that was you?
어떤 거야?
Yesung slowly nodded.
처음엔 친한 거라고 생각했지.
At,
맞추면 된다고.
at first, I thought he was my friend, so I just wanted to go along with him.
정신 차려 보니까 그냥 난 좋아 터지는 놈이었어.
But one day, I realized that I was always the one getting bullied.
대놓고 교실에서 물어봤어. 왜 이러냐고.
So I asked him why he was treating me like that.
만만하고 별 볼 일도 없는 놈이라서 그런다대.
He said he was picking on me because I was weak and helpless.
빡쳐서 따지니까 의자가 날라왔어.
I got mad, but I still tried to talk to him, but then he threw a chair at me. Do-yoon gulped.
거기 맞고 한판 붙었지.
The chair hit me, so a fight broke out.
선빵은
He
맞았지만
attacked me first,
서 치고받았어.
but I didn't back off, and there you go, we fought really hard.
다음 날 와보니까
But the next day, when I went to school, the whole story was changed. Yesung's voice began to shake.
양아치가 반장 대가리 깼다는 거지.
Their conclusion was that the class leader was beaten up by a bully.
교실이었으면 애들이 다 봤을 거 아니야.
If it happened in the classroom, there must have been other students.
그게 이 얘기의 중요한 점이야.
Here comes the tragic part.
다 내가 먼저 쳤다고 증언했어.
Everyone testified I hit him first.
면학 분위기 조지던 놈이 반장까지 조졌다고.
They said I'd been ruining the whole class atmosphere and eventually attacked the poor guy.
엄만 합의금만 어떻게 해달라고 머리를 조아리고.
My mom begged his parents to accept her settlement money.
알아, 돈 없는 거.
I knew my family was poor.
알고 있어.
Of course I knew
힘없고
that.
백 없는데 열심히 하지도 않는 거.
Of course I knew that. No power, no strings to pull. I didn't even study hard.
안다고. 내가 그렇게 믿음이 가는 자식은 아니란 거.
I knew I was not a good son.
그래도 나도 다 안다고 해도
Nevertheless,
이런 식은 아니잖아. 어떻게 원인하고 결과가 바뀌냐고.
it wasn't right. How could they blame the victim? Yesung choked up with intense emotion.
페이터도 저지랄이야. 뒤집어 씌운 새끼도 저기서 놀고 있을걸?
Just look at Fatter. I bet even the real bully is having a blast framing me in there.
억울하다고 밝혀야 되는 거 아니야?
Shouldn't you reveal that you were framed?
뭐가 바뀌어? 내가 그냥 개털인데?
Who would believe me? I'm a nobody. Nothing has changed.
진실도 힘 있는 놈이 가지는 거야.
Truth is only for the powerful.
돈이든 백이든 머리채 잡아야 돼.
You need to have money or power or whatever.
힘은 진실을 빼앗을 수 있다고.
Because power manipulates the truth. Yesung blurted and lowered his head.
혜성아,
피디님은 죽었어. 전과자인 난 답도 없어.
Seung-yeon is dead. I'm just a screwed up
이거
criminal.
아니 내가 뭘로 올라가? 무슨 수로 힘 얻어?
How am I supposed to escape this abyss if not with this audition? How am I supposed to gain power?
이대로 쇼 끝나고 원래 자리로 돌아가면
By the time the show ends and everybody goes back to their places,
난 끝이야.
I'll be left alone, buried away. Four of us would have made it to the next stage during this episode. If one person drops out, there would only be 4 left. You can't have everything your way. Don't spoil it for me. You must think I'm soft because I was nice to you. Do you think you'll be okay if I decide to attack you?
글쎄.
But you're not doing that, are you? Right, it's ridiculous. I guess I'm softer than I thought when I'm with you. I think you'll be nice to everyone else. Yes, Sung, what you're doing now is pointless. I think you should give up now and go back to...
아니라고.
I don't want to hear that, okay? If you ever want me to stop doing something, just tell me to keep going.
알겠어?
Or if you want me to keep doing something, tell me to stop.
그러면
If that's what you want, keep asking us to drop out. Okay, fine. Hey, that's different from what you said. I'm the one who started this. It's up to me. We're not even sure if Beastars will continue. You're slow. The official account showed us a clear sign. They will try to continue the show by saying something about continuing what Sing-Yun left behind. I'm certain I'm going all in with my expectation. Getting eliminated from the show on the last rank and going back to my place where there's nothing. I can never allow that. Hyesung scratches his neck frantically after finishing what he had to say.
형, 내가 무슨 동네 얼라야?
Doyoon, you think I'm a baby.
어리고 달래면 저울저울 따라 나갈 줄 알았어?
Did you really think you could convince me into following you out?
그렇게 생각 안 했어.
No, I didn't.
눈에 다 써 있거든.
Your eyes are telling me so.
이쪽 눈에 얼, 저쪽 눈에 라.
You talk to me like I'm a baby.
얼라버듯하는 거 맞아.
Am I right? Admit it. Hyesung pulled at his shirt collar and glared at Doyoon.
아니지.
Did you read their posts? They're unbelievable. Talking about how the person in last will die. We have an assassin in town. What are they going to do? Come in and do a sword dance in front of me?
그건
They're just babbling nonsense. Do I look like I give a crap? Hyesung smiled wickedly. Beads of sweat on the tip of his nose glittered on the dressing room lights.
아무래도
They were right about a few things.
아 참.
Anyone can guess based on the rumors out there. Maybe. God, you're so indecisive. Hyesung clicked his tongue. We can't be wasting time on some phony.
그래.
Right, until the rescue team arrives, we should. Hey, that's not the answer either.
그러면
Then what is the answer? I am. I'm why we can easily ignore S_Sung-Yun. Hyesung looked slightly annoyed. Better speak more carefully. I'm reckless and I don't even try, that's my character. My current actions perfectly fit the character.
알잖아.
You know why your image is suddenly deteriorated. Because people found out I assaulted someone and got expelled from school. Nobody cares about my reason. Because you didn't tell your side of the story?
혹시
Don't you think it's because you didn't give a proper explanation? Hyesung suddenly fell silent. You can never explain why the incident happened, and well, that doesn't even really fly because we did kind of hear why the incident happened now.
저기 그게
I tried in the beginning, but I gave up because everyone ignored me. His eyes glared. I had been screaming out for someone to hear me out, but no one did until us. Hyesung strained his eyes and panted.
그게
Not even your family, what happened?
아이고.
What family? I don't even talk to my mother anymore. Her son got expelled, got a criminal record, and kept getting insulted, but no.
아, 참.
Settling the matter would have required a fortune, so they just gave up. Ever since we've been living separately, they didn't want anything to do with me. Because I have no power, money, or voice. No one wanted to hear me out. I was forsaken after being robbed of my dignity. Doyoon didn't say anything after hearing the edge in Hyesung's voice. Hyesung turned his back and glanced at Doyoon, or his head, and glanced at Doyoon. If I get eliminated from the show, I won't have another chance to come back. I have to survive. I'll restore my image somehow. Before I do, I can't be a good person.
아이고.
Look at you, all striving after virtue at a time like this.
아무래도
It's confusing for everyone. You don't have to think ill of...
그래.
We might have different thoughts. I respect that. But why are you all up in my business? Is it because I'm the easiest to pick on?
그건
It's because you surprised everyone. They only reacted to your action. Look at you, sharp as always. I did act recklessly out of anger.
그래.
Right, we didn't lash out at you because you're Hyesung.
생각해봐.
Still, you're only criticizing me when S_Sung-Yun is the bad guy. When in fact, you're just busy tending to your image and popularity. You people have no right to criticize me.
있잖아.
Don't forget that everyone's in shock. They are not mad, they are just perplexed. Well, if you get perplexed twice, you'd probably stab me in the back. Whatever that means.
알겠어?
Do you know what the best marketing strategy is? What's with the sudden change of topic? If you don't know, listen up. The best marketing strategy is buzz marketing. Is that what you're doing? Marketing?
그렇지.
Of course, if I'm to survive until the show resumes, I should stay at the center of their attention. But you are doing too much, Do-yoon. Or
아닌 것 같다.
Hyesung. There's too much noise that I can barely see you through it. I was never there in the first place. The noise got me up and the noise tripped me. The only way to go up is through buzz.
그러면
If you tripped once, you should consider other methods. At least after getting out of this mess. What if we get out? What if the show continues? What if the current votes remain? Let's keep it cool, let's endure it. Even I can say that. There's no such thing as bad publicity and I will shake them somehow. Aren't you really going to stop?
그래.
I will either go up or take out the others. Until then, I have to stay at the center of attention. Hyesung wiped the sweat off his chin. If I'm to go crazy, I'd rather go for a psycho that's getting all the attention. That's my policy, and this policy will never change. There are levels to the information.
그래?
What levels? Tell me you're asking because you really don't know. I'm so worried since I have to explain this to you every single time.
봐봐.
Look, the tabloid stories gathered by S_Seungyeon is all low-level info.
그럼
Then what's high-level information? Hyesung took his time.
그렇지.
The information that I have. The real secrets.
헐씨고.
Your eyes got bigger, what a sight! It's because you're speaking nonsense. I've never seen your eyes grow so big. Who cares what my eyes look like? What did you mean by secret?
에?
Secrets are secrets, what explanation do you need? Hyesung stared at Doyoon's bewildered face for a moment. Premium information that's completely different from S_Seungyeon's gossip. Secret only I know. I told you I have aces in the hole.
아니
Now is not the time. Even if you know something, do it later.
어?
Oh, do you want me to pick the right timing? Hyesung smiled wickedly.
생각해봐.
S_Seungyeon is picking up the dust and the official count is making all kinds of mistakes. Now is the time to make a bet, not later.
대체
What the hell are you up to? Were you even listening when I was going on about my aces? I'll tell them that I will expose them. Sure, there's a way to stop me, to drop out of the audition voluntarily.
그렇지.
That's right. Are you going to blackmail us? Now that's some scary word.
그래.
But I guess you can call it that. I don't know about you, but I have the others by their necks. And some of them are very embarrassing. Alright, we're done here. Their talk wasn't going anywhere. There was a long silence between the two.
진짜 베스타가 이어질 것 같아?
Do you really think Beastars will continue?
지금 회차, 지금 순위, 지금 출연자 그대로?
With the current episode ranking and contestants?
그렇게는 아닐 수도 있지.
They can change, but the show will continue.
그런데 만약 하면 난 바로 탈락 확정이야.
If they don't, I'll be eliminated right away.
그럼 인생 쫑이야.
If I get eliminated, my life is over. Hyesung nodded to himself.
뒤에서 수근거리는 거 나도 다 알아.
I know people are talking behind my back.
건방지다, 실력 없다, 게으르다, 입만 살았다, 폭행 전과자까지.
Cocky, pathetic, lazy, big mouth, bully, criminal.
오만 딱지 다 붙었어. 끝엔 어떻게든 수습이 될 줄 알았는데
I've earned all of those titles. I thought things would get better in the end.
저렇게 가버리셨다고.
But Seungyeon is gone. Tears welled up in his eyes.
억울하게 배신자로 몰려봐서 알 거 아니야.
You've been framed as a betrayer. You know how I feel, right?
이대로 신세 조질 순 없다는
I
거.
can't just sit around while my life gets ruined.
딴 사람들한테도 다 그렇게 얘기할 거야?
Is that what you're going to tell the others?
어떻게든 물러나 달라고?
To drop out of the audition for you?
내 말 들을 수밖에 없어.
They have no choice but to listen to me.
말했잖아.
I told
확실한
you, I
무지가
have
있다고.
aces in the hole. Hyesung rubbed his chin with his hand.
모두한테 던지면
At least
최소
one of them
한
will
명은
listen
걸려.
to me.
뭘 하려는 건지 상상이 안 돼.
I can't imagine what you're gonna say.
딴 사람 걱정해? 왜?
Are you worried about the others? Why?
우리랑 달라 거긴.
They are different from us.
이미지도 크게 안 구겼고 베스타 아니어도 아쉬울 거 없는 사람들이라니까?
Their reputations are intact. They can succeed without V-stars.
경쟁자가 줄수록 개이득이야. 여기 룰이 그렇잖아.
Better to eliminate other contestants. This show is the survival of the fittest. Hyesung moved a step closer to Do-yoon.
우리 캐릭터가 본 모습이랑 다른 것처럼 저쪽도 똑같아.
Our characters are different from what we really are. It's the same for all of them.
결국엔 다 만들어낸 이미지라고.
At the end of the day, we are all phonies. Hyesung didn't look happy when he said he had a way of getting rid of other contestants, which meant he wasn't sure about it either. Could Do-yoon talk him out of it or at least discourage him? Do-yoon decided to give his last shot at persuading Hyesung. He's determined to stay on the show and to restore his image through the audition. He's desperate, but things are getting worse for him so far. If he crosses the line again, he might not be able to recover.
절박함에 묶여 회복이 힘들 정도로
I could
내려갔을
point out that his
때
reputation could be undermined beyond the point of recovery. Hyesung briefly stared at Do-yoon after hearing what Do-yoon had to say.
맞아. 나 절박해.
You're right, I am desperate.
게임판 칠수록 지 얼굴에 똥칠하는 것도 알아.
I know I'm digging my own grave every time I kick up the dust.
그렇다고 가만히 앉아서 망할 수는 없어.
But I can't just sit around and watch my life go down.
어차피 진흙탕 싸움이라고.
It's mayhem anyway.
혜성아, 그렇다고 해서
Hyesung still.
되돌리긴 늦었어.
It's too late to turn back.
엄청 멀리 왔다고. 베스타 참가하기도 전부터.
I came a long way even before joining the audition.
또 물러서면 그때는 정말로 탑도 미래도 없어.
If I back up again, then I'm really through. Or if I back... Hyesung lowered his head and fell silent.
내 결심 안 바뀌어.
I'm not going to change my mind. Oh, loser.
베스타는 나한테 온. 그리고 아직도 남은 유일한 찬스야.
V-Stars is the only chance I have left. Hyesung messed with his bangs. What? What? Oh. Oh, I see what he's talking about.
쇼 그대로 이어진다는 보장 없어.
No one knows if the show will continue. Then why?
불확실하니까. 그러니까 더 매달리는 거야.
I'm clinging on to this because nothing is certain.
쫑났으니까 때려치라고 공지 떴으면 접어 놔도.
I would probably give it up if the show was officially over.
여기서 남는 게 그렇게나 힘을 갖는 일이야?
Winning the audition is worth that much to you?
나도 물어보고 싶네.
Let me ask you a question.
형은 왜 본선까지 왔어? 마스커레이드 다 집에 갔잖아.
Why are you still competing in the finals? The other Masquerade members already went back home.
의리에 살 것 같으면 짐 싸서 같이 갔어야지.
If team spirit is what's important for you, you should have gone back home by now.
배신자 낙인 찍혀서 삽질하잖아. 나 학폭으로 찍힌 것처럼.
Everyone treats you like a betrayer, just like me branded as a school bully.
형도 본선에 왔어. PD님이 뭔 수 썼는지 난 몰라.
But you made it to the finals, whatever Sungyeon did for you.
근데 자진 사퇴할 생각도
And
없어 보여.
you don't look like you want to quit.
어쨌든 그냥 가진 않겠다는 거잖아.
You won't just drop out of the show, right?
나도야. 남 옆구리 찔러서라도 기회를 잡을 거라고.
I feel the same way. I'll do whatever it takes to get my chance.
내 평생에 언제 또 올지 모르는 일이니까.
This could be my last chance in life.
혜성아,
Hyesung, I...
그만해.
Enough.
형 사정 듣기 싫어. 이해하기 싫어.
I don't want to hear your story. I don't want to understand you.
마음 약해진다고.
You will only weaken my resolve. Hyesung gave an awkward smile.
내 얘기 다 구라일 수도 있잖아.
I might be making things up here, right?
사실 깡패 새끼인데 정의 구현 당하는 걸 수도 있어.
Maybe I really was a bully and this could be my bad karma coming back to me,
나
right?
믿지 마, 형.
Don't trust me too much, bro.
또 뭔 얘기하고 다닐지 모르니까.
You don't know what I'll say about you later. Hyesung looked towards the corner of the dressing room.
근데 내 얘기 딴 사람들한테는 안 할 거지?
Anyway, you won't tell others about what we've talked about, will you?
지금 나한테는
You want me to keep my mouth shut.
그래, 정확히 그거야.
Exactly.
아직 제대로 개겨보지도 못했어.
I didn't even start a real fight yet.
지금 저 사람들한테 까발려지면
If you reveal anything to them...
여기서 그냥 죽어버릴 거야.
Oh. I'll kill myself here. And he meant it. I didn't think he was gonna say
형이랑
that.
얘기 끝났어.
Ironically enough, considering what happens in A route, but I'm done talking with you.
잠깐. 이대로는
Wait, not like this.
난 더 할 말 없어.
I have nothing more to say to you.
이제 다음 사람 차례.
Next person, please. Next caller.
결국 네가 원하는 걸 얻진 못해.
You won't get what you want.
더 잃을 것도 없어.
I have nothing to lose.
미쳐 날뛰면 쫄리는 사람이 빠지겠지.
If I go berserk, someone will get scared of me and give up. Then you felt weak all of a sudden. He unclenched his fist and took a half step back.
안전이 먼저야. 명심해.
Safety comes first, remember that.
흥분 가라앉히고 아니다 싶으면 바로 와야 돼.
Be cool and come back right away if it's not working out.
난 가서 사람들한테도 얘기해 볼게.
I'll go and talk to the others. If they met Hyesung without knowing his intention, there could be a major clash. Do-yoon decided to warn them about what's to come as a way of absorbing the shock.
도윤이 형,
Do-yoon. Hyesung stopped Do-yoon as he was heading for the door. Do-yoon briefly stared at Hyesung.
나 안 멈춰. 기대하지 마.
I am not going to stop. Don't expect me to.
역시 골 제대로 때려주시네.
I'm not even surprised.
혜성이 절박해 보였어.
Hyesung looked desperate. Ina scratched her head wildly.
그래서 나온 생각이 기껏 남찬에서 자기를 남긴다는 거야?
That's the best he could come up with to survive by kicking other contestants out of the audition?
마음 좀 열고 들어볼까 하다가도 삽시간에 다치는데?
I wanted to keep an open mind, but it was closed instantly.
아니 막말로 누가 접는다고 쳐.
Even if someone does drop out,
본인이 절찰리에 남는다는 보장 있어?
what makes him think he's going to win?
무기니 뭐니 개똥 같은 소리나 짓거리고.
Aces, oh, tell him to stop running his mouth.
초조해서 무리수를 두는 거야.
He's acting irrationally because he's got nothing.
최하위가 나쁜 일을 당할 거라는 협박도 있었잖아.
Also, there was a threat that the last rank would be killed.
S 승연? 아 그건 신경 쓸 가치가 없는 얘기야.
S_Square suggests threat. Just ignore that creep. Ina put her hands together as if embarrassed by her own loud voice.
지금 혜성이 상태 좋지 않아.
Hyesung's not doing fine right now.
사퇴한다고 하면 그만하고 나오겠대?
Will he come out if we decide to drop out?
자기 말로는
He says so.
협박은 범죄야.
Blackmailing is a crime.
말 같지도 않은 소리 진짜.
It's not even making any sense.
무기란 건 정말 뭐였을까?
What do you think he meant by ace in the hole?
글쎄요.
Well,
애초에 표 누가 떨궜어?
It's
본인이
his-
못 받았지?
it's his fault he didn't get enough votes.
답 없으면 짐 싸야지. 저딴 엉터리 같은 짓을 해?
If it's hopeless, he should have just packed up and gone home. How dare he tries to pull the same stupid crap on us?
바깥에서 호응해준다는 보장도 없는데.
There's no guarantee that the crowd will love him.
역풍 맞고 확 머리나 까져라.
I hope he takes so much blame that he eventually quits his stupid fatter business.
도윤아, 뭘 근거로 호언장담한 것 같아?
Do-yoon, why do you think he's acting so confident?
어쩌면 그건지도 몰라요.
Maybe he got a hold of it.
그거?
Of what? Seiya lowered his head and adjusted his glasses.
서혜성, 신피디님을 졸졸 쫓아다녔죠?
Hyesung was always following Seungyeon around,
일 없이 말 걸고 기다리고 있질 않나. 껌딱지처럼 붙어 다니려고 했어요.
talking to her for no reason, waiting for her, always trying to stay with her.
뭔가 알아냈을 가능성도 제로는 아니에요.
It's possible that Hyesung discovered something about us.
아까는 비밀 유지가 필수라며. 보안이 그렇게 허술했어?
You said keeping confidentiality was of the utmost importance to the staff. Sounds like it's not.
윗단에서 나가는 건 모르죠. 그래도
Who knows
핵심적인
what's
건 아닐
happening up
거예요.
there? I'm sure it's nothing important though.
쉽게 나갈 얘기였으면 벌써 다 알고 있었을 거야.
If it was leaked that easily, everyone should know about it by now.
저도 서혜성 말은 반도 안 믿어요.
I don't believe a word he says.
워낙 자신만만하다니까 거기까지 생각해 본 거죠.
I just speculated since he seemed so confident. Inha surveyed everyone in the space.
결론이 어떻게 나는 거지?
So, what's the conclusion?
무턱대고 치는 공갈빵은 아닐 수도 있다.
He might not be bluffing.
우리끼리 얘기해선 소용없겠지.
We have to talk to him to find out. Gyu-hyuk stepped forward while stroking his sleeve.
이번엔
I'm
내가
next.
다녀올게.
잠깐! 걔가 뭔 소리를 할 줄 알고!
Wait, who knows what he'll say this
차라리
time?
같이 가.
We should go together.
아니,
No, if we all go together, he might lock
아예
himself
농성할지도
in.
하자는 대로 한 명씩 하는 게 나아요.
I think we should follow his rule, talking to him one at a time.
막 나가는 놈인데 괜찮으시겠어요?
Are you sure? He could be ruthless.
괜찮아. 혜성이 생각이 정말 도윤이 말대로인 거라면
It's okay if what Do-yoon says about Hyesung's intention is true.
얘기해 볼 만해.
I think I can talk to him.
다녀올게.
I'll be back.
각본 없는 드라마네.
Hyesung,
막장 드라마.
such a drama king.
얘기 잘 돼야 할 텐데.
I hope they talk it out.
전 솔직히 소용 없을 것 같아요.
I think it's pointless.
얘는 분장실에서도 열일하네.
He's been keeping himself busy in the dressing room.
S 승연을 맞춰보려는 건가?
Is he trying to reveal who S_Seungyeon is?
건욱이가 누구야?
Who's Kun-wook?
서혜성 처음 터트리네요. 동창이라던
He's the guy that exposed Hyesung's past for the first time, Hyesung's former classmate.
덮어놓고 밀어붙이는데?
He's pushing it blindly.
발표?
Announcement? What's he trying to pull here? They waited, but Hyesung didn't post any additional comment.
기욱이가 도착했나?
Gyu-hyuk must have arrived.
한동안은 잠잠하겠네.
It'll be quiet for a while then.
발표란 건 뭐였을까?
What did he mean by announcement?
실속 없이 드림만 친 걸 수도 있어요.
He probably didn't mean anything.
그거겠지 아마.
I agree.
걔만 아는 남의 무언가라니.
What
있을
secrets
리가
can
없잖아.
he possibly hold? Bullshit. Ina's voice quivered a bit. The tremor died out quickly. Standing awkwardly, the group looked at one another.
진짜 그만 좀 해라.
Please stop it!
그나마 빨리 지나가서 다행이야.
Thank God it was brief.
언니, 괜찮아?
Ji-young, are you alright?
괜찮아야지.
Yes, I'm okay. I have to be okay.
확 올라올 것 같으면 꼭 말해.
You have to tell me if it gets worse, okay?
알겠어.
Okay. I'll do that.
예고도 없이 사람 시겁하게.
It was so sudden, scared the hell out of me.
분장실 쪽 무사하겠죠?
People in the dressing room must be fine, right?
무슨 소리 들리거나 했었어?
Did you hear anything?
아무것도 못 들었어요.
I didn't hear anything. Ina was silently staring at the door by the central corridor. Yesung's demand for me to drop out speculative posts on S discussing an upcoming announcement. They tried to suppress their anxious emotions. Will they be okay? The last tremor was pretty severe. Something could have happened to Yu-hyuk and Hyesung. No, they'll be fine. Things aren't looking so great in here either. Do-yoon looked beyond the stage.
형 올 때까지
We ought to do something until Yu-hyuk comes back. Not a good time to get lost in thought. I should listen to the others and try to calm down everyone. Still? He decided to respond calmly. I guess it won't be easy to talk about it properly considering the past incident. There was an immediate response. Nothing's changed, really. The cancellation of the record deal led to a conflict among the band members. Members who were asked to leave the band by the agency fell out with the rest of the members. There was an immediate response. It was you who insisted that we should make our debut without certain members. You knew that we had to kick out unqualified members.
나는
Do-yoon thought about it again, but he still couldn't think otherwise. Do-yoon strongly objected to the deal because he couldn't leave anyone behind. Do-yoon sided with the members who would have been kicked out. The record deal got cancelled because Do-yoon opposed it even though he wasn't among the members that would have been kicked out. It led to a deep divide between the members that would have been abandoned by the agency and those that would have stayed. Woo-suk, the vocalist, had tried to facilitate the band's deal with the agency, still resented Do-yoon for spoiling their chance. It was time to wrap up the conversation. He looks so cute here, like... I'm becoming a little bit more appreciative of Yu-hyuk with bangs. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let's...
형
Is Yu-hyuk going to be alright?
걱정되면 서혜성을 끌고 나오지 그랬어.
If you were so worried, why didn't you drag Hyesung out of there?
그건
That's...
해본 말이야. 되겠어?
I'm just saying it, you can't do that anyway.
너도 형이 걱정돼?
Are you worried about Yu-hyuk too?
아니, 난 내가 걱정되는데.
No, I'm worried about myself.
왜?
Why?
걱정될 수도 있지.
None of your business.
갑자기 선 긋네.
Drawing a line between us now.
우리 사이라도 지켜야 할 선이 있지 않겠니?
Even between us, there's a line we shouldn't
넌
cross.
너나 신경 써. 비 맞은 똥개처럼 쳐져 있지 말고.
Mind your own business and stop making that sad puppy face.
비 맞은 똥개라니.
Sad puppy face?
갔을 때 정말 블러핑만 하디?
Was he only bluffing when you went to see him, saying irrelevant things?
아예 상관없는 얘긴 안
He
했던 것
didn't.
같아.
He didn't say anything totally irrelevant.
됐어. 거기까지.
Okay, that's enough.
더 심란해지고 싶진 않네.
I don't want to feel restless anymore.
사실은
To be honest, Hyesung is the real beneficiary of Beastars. But he's been through many difficult times.
그치만요.
Not because of the show. The show tried to back him up, but he brought them upon himself.
도윤이 형.
Think about how things were before his school violence was revealed. His rudeness had been glorified, his charm and his crudeness was edited out. Do-yoon couldn't help himself but to nod his head.
아시겠어요?
Right? Only positive images of him were aired. Even how the show dealt with his past. They didn't know he had a criminal record back then.
있잖아.
When it comes to the past, the show was favorable towards Inha too.
아니요.
Inha, they didn't even talk about her past. You might think they are similar, but not talking about it is different from making it look positive. What's another name for ill-intentioned editing? Devilish editing, right? It was the other way around for Hyesung. So I guess you can call that angelic editing.
그럴지도.
The executives must be busy figuring out the amount of damages they will be held liable.
결국
They are certainly responsible for this accident. They'll try their best to come up with a solution, but that won't be easy. I don't think they were able to agree on a single opinion or policy.
그거야.
I told you they were caught off guard. They're just busy trying to dodge bullets. Even the official account's gotten mixed up.
아무래도.
Even the official account used to be run under Singyun's instruction. The command center is gone and everyone is lashing out at them right now. If they even have one slip of the tongue, it will only aggravate the situation. Do you think the staff member managing the account will be okay? Wow, you're worried about a lot of people. Seo put his hand under his chin and paused for a moment. I think he's okay for now because everyone's so busy. Are you saying he'll be in trouble later?
네.
Yes, certainly. The person with the least power would have to take the most responsibility. It's so difficult to portray him in a positive way.
아니야.
He's not that bad. You'll see once you get to talk to him.
아니죠.
I don't think I will. Seo seemed adamant.
도윤이 형.
This is why he's being rude to you.
아시겠어요?
The editor's so against you. You knew it, right? You were portrayed as a hungry hyena waiting for any chance. I saw the captured images of the show and people's response. If they had put in half the effort they made for him, no one would have made a fuss about it.
글쎄.
You don't know that.
아니요.
I told them countless times that all contestants must be treated equally.
그래.
I heard.
정말요?
Wow, I thought you were going to ask me if I was lying. Seo fiddled with the tip of his messenger bag.
서혜성.
Hyesung's playing the victim right now. But he's only a beneficiary after all. All he does is whine when in fact he's been enjoying all the privileges.
도대체
Drop out of nowhere.
아마도
I think he's doing that because his ranking won't go up as he is expected.
문제는 그거야.
He just didn't know how much headwind he'd have to endure. Ji-young shook her head with a grim expression on her face.
아마
I guess he has his own plans.
그게
Some people have turned hostile towards him even on fatter.
그렇다고 해서
But he shouldn't force other people to drop out. The votes were made by viewers. Asking us to drop out can be seen as ignoring the viewers too. Ji-young frowned as if she was having a headache. Well, who am I kidding?
저기
You had your reasons. That's what you think. The agency announced the reason why I left the group on my behalf. They said I got tired of working in this business. How does that sound?
글쎄요.
That can't be the only reason.
그래.
You seem pretty certain.
그건
Nothing simple.
그치만
At the end of the day, that's the only reason. I barely got away by agreeing to keep my mouth shut. All of us endured many hardships since joining Beastars. It's selfish of him if he's blindly trying to get rid of us. He's probably doing that because he's agitated right now. If he sees us individually as he did with me earlier, he'll come back to his senses.
나도야.
I believe he will. I know how people act under stress and pressure. I just hope he comes back before things get more dangerous.
너도 컨셉이라고 생각해?
You think my panic attacks are fake?
공항.
Made up for this show?
S 승현이 한 얘기 계속 신경 쓰여요. 커피랑 공항이 상극인지 아닌지 전 몰라요.
They say coffee and panic attacks don't go together, but I don't know. Okay, so we have seen this. Then. Because, yeah, we've seen all of Ju Young's report events already. It's only now that we just now saw Hyesung's.
아마
He must be thinking this is the end.
맞아요.
He certainly seemed desperate. It's a serious situation for everyone. Hyesung's feeble-minded. Ju Young stared at Do Yoon for a second. You know a lot about Hyesung.
아무래도-
Not really, it's just that he tends to talk to me more often.
그런가?
Weird, huh? Do you look like a good listener?
저기
I don't think so.
그러니까
Not at all. That was fast! Oh, she was quick with it. I'm just jealous. He was desperate, but you've embraced him as what he was.
아시잖아요.
I do the same with you.
아니야.
I wasn't saying I needed your attention.
어?
Still, you shouldn't feel discouraged.
아니에요.
No, I barely held it. Ju Young smiled weakly. I hope he comes back to his senses for your sake.
근데
Do you think Seung-yeon was capable of doing that?
아니요.
In my opinion, no.
나도야.
Same here. The two put their heads together and nodded.
그건 그렇지만
She might have given away something if Hyesung insisted on getting some info. But I don't think it was anything significant.
아무래도
Considering their characters, that sounds about right.
그렇지.
And he must be protesting with that information on his hand. He should realize it's a waste of time. He'll eventually come to a realization. I'm just hoping it won't be too late for him.
어,
Yeah, it's too dangerous in there. Ju Young stared at the other side of the door. A long sigh came out of her mouth. He's so reckless, I wonder what he's up to. Whether he made a mistake or not, we shouldn't argue in here.
네.
Yes, it's dangerous. Right, we'll talk about it after we get out of here first. We are not to judge anyone now.
그나마
That's like the only good news we've gotten so far.
결국
After all, WBS had to take the responsibility regardless of what fatter users were saying. Well, WBS has to be conscious of its viewers. Do you think we'll be receiving insurance settlement? Ju Young covered her mouth with her long hair. Her eyes were on her feet as if she was lost in other thoughts.
만약에
If we'll be compensated. Honestly, I want to stay in the finals. We came this far while sacrificing so many things. We won't be able to have some of those ever again. You get one, you lose one. I just want this to continue somehow, though it can never be the same like before. Ju Young stared into space as if she was looking at something precious.
어?
Do you mean the beginning of Beastars or even before Beastars? I don't know why though.
그때
Talking about the time when me and my team members were enduring hardships to gain more popularity and achieve our dream. We were achieving our goals one at a time. I want to become a trainee at least. I want to receive a song from a composer. I want to write lyrics. I want to have a proper practice room and I want to go up on the stage.
Oh.
You achieved all those goals then.
어,
It was a dream come true and I couldn't believe it. We never made it to the top, but we thought we would make it one day. With all of your members.
맞아.
We went through all those times together from the beginning. I guess you've been through those times too. Do Yoon quietly nodded. I came too far to turn back now. Right, there's no going back. But if I could at least continue from this point on.
그런데
What do you think he's going to talk about?
글쎄요.
Well, I'm more worried about him being agitated.
그게
Do you think it's because of Fatter? If he only looks at his own timeline, he might think more people are supporting him. Really? Nobody supports me on my timeline. Ji-young covered her mouth as if she had made a mistake.
그래도
Still, more people were cheering me on until the finals began.
그렇구나.
I wasn't thinking. There were times when I felt like talking about anything. I wanted to tell my story regardless of how people might respond.
그렇지.
I can understand that. Hyesung sometimes overdid himself, hoping to garner a positive response.
네.
What he's doing right now is similar, although it's more serious this time.
근데
I don't think Hyesung has much to say. He might ask us to drop out openly or reveal the info he claims to have. I hope not.
나도야.
Me too. If he gets obsessed with how people are responding, he'll just be digging himself a deeper hole.
그건
It
그렇지.
bothered me, but it was clearly not the case once we made it to the finals.
그래요.
All the favoritism towards him had disappeared.
그러니까
I thought Hyesung would be infuriated, but he remained quiet. It's because he had a criminal record.
아무래도
He was fond of Sung-hyun. He probably remained quiet because she could have made that decision.
그렇구나.
I guess you can see it that way. He really was fond of Sung-hyun. Ji-young frowned and rolled her eyes. There was a short silence between the two.
그러고 보니
Even earlier, he stopped using founder for some time,
맞아요.
but started to go at it again. He had been quiet ever since until S_Sung-hyun began to impersonate Sung-hyun.
그래서
Now he's exploding with anger.
역시
That's what infuriates him the most. Sung-hyun, S_Sung-hyun insulting Sung-hyun. Ji-young nodded at her own remark. She paused for some time but shook her head. Maybe I went too far with that thought. I feel like throwing up.
괜찮아요?
Ji-young, don't overindulge yourself. It was momentary, I'm fine. At this point, Hyesung's getting worse.
결국
It's a situation that we're in that makes me want to believe what I want to believe. Like how there might be some compensation or how the show might continue.
아니에요.
It's not your fault. We all need something to rely on. Ji-young smiled weakly. Do-yoon tried to smile back but didn't know what to make of his face. It feels like I'm relying on luck. It's already a miracle that we're standing alive at the collapse site.
그거야.
We might as well pray for another miracle.
어?
That was a good one.
저기
I'm flattered. Do-yoon answered a bit too politely, perplexed by her compliment. Ji-young smirked and squinted. I just wish they would side with me like you're doing. Who are you talking about?
아니야.
No one in particular? I was just thinking about a certain point in my life.
아무래도
I don't think it'll expose anything significant. He didn't tell me anything when I asked him earlier.
그건
He was either trying to hold on to it or he knew it wasn't anything significant. You think it's the latter, right? Love not spelling correctly. He's actually not the type to take what really matters.
그래요.
That makes sense now that I think about it.
왜일까?
I wonder why he's acting all mean when he doesn't have to. Ji-young stared at the other side of the door with a worried look on her face. Do-yoon couldn't tell if she was worried about the announcement or Hyesung.
글쎄요.
At this point, the response won't be positive. I hope he'll reconsider his plan before carrying it out.
난
To be honest, I'm not sure if I could suppress it while talking to him. We would need to persuade him before you go there. Yu-hyuk went to see him, so let's not think too deeply about it for now. After pondering for a moment, Ju-young raised her head.
그래.
Okay. I'm hoping Yu-hyuk will talk him out of it.
내 춤.
Well, it's nothing new, right?
그랬지.
That's true, generally speaking.
진짜.
I'm used to it. Inha, you've experienced it before, right? Ina frowned and closed her eyes. After frantically scratching her short hair, Inha opened her eyes and began to let it all out.
들어봐봐.
He backstabbed me during the team mission. How was I supposed to keep my cool when I got personally insulted by someone on the same team?
그땐
Even looking back now, it was all his fault.
당연하지.
Of course it was. Do you know how cheap he is?
그렇잖아.
He didn't care how he treated me because he thought it would work because of my character. He knew that the editing team was on his side. What a genius, huh?
그랬지.
And that's what really happened.
내 말이.
That was the decisive blow. I was so pissed off. Thanks to the editing team, I became the bully. I was reborn as the biggest snob in the world.
한도윤,
Am I that bad?
아니,
No, your character has been exaggerated.
알겠어.
I know I have the quality to fit the character. I even agreed to play the character, but maybe the bully, that was plain wrong. I wonder what he's up to. I have no clue. I'm sick of hearing him going on about how he's going all the way.
하여튼
It's like an option that follows him around. Well, I guess it could be a strategy for making himself look good, but that's not the issue here. It won't make him an assistant producer, you know.
네 참.
I hate it when he puts us into his categories and lashes out at us.
그랬었지.
It was worse towards contestants with lower ranking.
그렇잖아.
I thought his dad was the CEO of WBS or something. I wonder why he's in doing that when he has nothing to show for himself. Ina crossed her arms and shook her head. Her short hair looked more disheveled than usual.
어쨌든
He always acted cute in front of the judges. Although I don't think they bought it.
그건
He was lazy about practice.
내 말이
Exactly, instead of acting cute in front of the judges, he should have practiced more.
아니야.
It's not like we get points for flattery.
말하자면
He's a cucked style. Ina snorted as though Yoon looked at her questioningly.
정리하면
He is a kiss up, kick down guy, you know?
그렇다니까.
That's the way of his life. That's why nobody likes him in the show.
이야.
Compensation, huh? I like the sound of it. Right, compensation. Ina emphasized the compensation parts. She stared at Thoyun after repeating the word a few more times. The official account is making mistakes and WBS is up to God knows what, and Seungyeon is... Can't we just get a little hope?
저기
I didn't say anything.
뭐
Your eyes told me that I was pathetic. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
어?
Were you unable to read them? Were you able to read them?
진짜야?
Did I get it right?
아니야.
Of course not.
야,
Maybe I got it wrong. Ina twisted her short hair with one of her fingers. They appeared to be exchanging jokes and nobody laughed.
그래.
I guess people who saw them mention out of the compensation must have different expectations. So it's not even
그래도-
official. Like you said, even a little hope would be nice.
좋아요?
I changed my mind as the saying goes, with high expectation comes great disappointment. Make up your mind.
그거는
Well, considering the current situation, that should be understandable. Okay, we've already seen the...
잠깐.
I think Yasungs is making a wild guess.
어때?
What do you think?
그럴싸해.
I don't like Hyesung, but I think he's got a point. You know, the thing they said about the person in last place dying.
아니야?
Who's in last place right now? Hyesung, right? Ina looked like she was asking for consent. She took a step back when the silence continued.
뭐야 진짜?
What is this evaluation? I thought you were asking for my opinion. What are you, a judge now? No, that's not.
그럴까?
If they're the one who exposed Hyesung before, wouldn't they try to attack him only? To be honest, S_Seungyeon talked about all of us.
야,
Even then, they exposed him with an anonymous account and disappeared. It's not unusual, but it's similar to now.
글쎄.
Well, I'm not so sure.
그래도
Aside from that, I think it was too hasty. He'll say no whether it's true or not. It'll only provide reason to the spectators. He's always hasty.
그게
Do you think they might continue with the show? I don't know, but I know how he feels now.
알겠어.
You aren't the only one. I know what it feels like too. Ina looked down at her feet quietly. The Yoon spoke first after staring at Inha for a moment.
저기
What are you thinking about?
어?
Huh? Me?
그게
I just thought we've come a long way.
그래.
Yeah, but we knew it was going to be a long way. But it was different from what I imagined.
맞아.
I agree. I'm not sure if there's going to be a next episode.
그래.
They were talking about compensation or whatever, but this public opinion might not even last. We have no clue as to what's going on out there since we're stuck in this hellhole. Where do you think we're going?
아니야?
What can he possibly have, huh? I could tell he was bluffing when he made a fuss about making that announcement.
결국
That would damage him too eventually. Something comes to mind. I knew you'd know something. Ina turned her head and asked while glancing at Do-yoon. It looked like she wanted Do-yoon to confirm that there wouldn't be anything serious.
글쎄.
Nothing I could think of course.
그래도
But he must have something to be acting that way,
Yeah.
right? Hey, make up your mind. Did he look like he had something up his sleeve or is he just bluffing?
그게
To be honest, he didn't seem to have anything on him. Maybe he's just bluffing about the whole thing.
그런 거야?
Right? Why didn't you say so from the beginning? You got me all confused. You should take a firm stand like that from now on. Was I that capricious?
그렇다니까.
Yeah, you were like a reed trembling in the wind. I see. Ina didn't look nervous anymore. Ina groaned and stared at Do-yoon again.
정리하면
He's just trying to gain attention. He's just pretending to know about something when in fact he doesn't.
아무래도
He has to do something to live up to the high expectations. He's probably digging his own grave. I just hope he won't drag us down with him. If that happens, I won't be able to stop myself from kicking him.
말이 돼?
It was ridiculous.
맞아.
I thought Hyesung would receive some damage.
내 말이
I know, stabbing a teammate in the back during the team mission. I think everyone was clueless there. Ina dropped her head and scratched the back of her head. Do-yoon couldn't read her facial expression since her hair was hiding her face. Fake. How could he say that to someone's face? Did you ask him why he said it?
당연하지.
Of course, I was going to kick him in the ass if he said some bullshit.
그래?
What was his answer? He said he called me fake because I was fake.
대체
I guess it must have been absurd. That was not an explanation.
내 참.
Explanation my ass, he's just picking a fight again. I had to stop myself from giving him a smack on the head.
어쨌든
Come on, I could knock him down if I really wanted. Ina raised her forearm. The sweat on her arm muscle glittered. But I didn't because I didn't want to kill anybody.
그렇다니까.
I realized I had made the right choice when I watched the show on TV. They made it look like I was the one who started it, but in fact it was the other way around. Ina bit her lower lip but soon regained her composure and let out a sigh.
그거는
I guess that's because this is the role I must play. The snobby character fabricated by the show. What's wrong with you all of a sudden? You shouldn't let it get to you?
왜?
Why? Do I look like a puppet to you? Ina drew her eyebrows together.
그거야.
You sound like you're in despair.
아니거든.
I don't think so. Aside from the rare occasions, I like the characters.
그래?
Even if they play with the editing and make it look like you started it. Hey, you're still top 5 in after you were portrayed as a betrayer who backstabbed the other band members. I think I'll be fine. Do-yoon could only scratch the back of his head at Ina's remark. I don't mind being someone else. I can't change myself if I get picky.
괜찮아?
You don't mind becoming someone other than yourself. Ina closed her mouth and fell silent for a moment.
그래.
I don't. I'll play what's expected of me if that's what it takes. Do you get it? I want to become a completely different person. He acted like one of them spoiled brats. He was so swell-headed that I almost bowed every time I saw him.
그래.
I think he had his own standard.
완전 아니야?
Who knows? And I don't want to know. So I guess Mr. Do-yoon was able to pass this criteria, huh?
그렇잖아.
He's not as cocky when he's with you as when he's with us, right?
그거야.
I think it's a bit different. Ina nudged Do-yoon on the side. What are you thinking about something? Whoa!
한도윤.
I'm so jealous of you.
그거지.
A man recognized by the young master. Stop it.
어?
Whoa, don't look so discouraged. I sincerely apologize. You're okay now? Okay, I forgive you.
Yeah.
That was quick. Anyhow, it was just too much.
애매한데.
Not that I think about it, I'm confused again.
그래?
Do you think Ascendus Grisingen is a different person now? To be honest, I wasn't even that sure earlier. Grumbled and folded her hands behind her back. It feels like I'm manipulated by what Hyesung said, and it feels terrible.
그건
I wouldn't call it manipulation.
네, 참.
What do you know about the delicate emotion of a lady? I don't know about your delicate emotion, but I know you're not a lady. Look at you clinging on to minor things. Well, good for you with your broad view.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're such a weirdo. When is this going to stop?
그거는
Until I feel better. Ina was chattering away, but there was a somber look on her face. Do-yoon also felt awkward and took a step back. I feel like crap thanks to what S_Singyan said.
그래도
Still, I don't feel like going toe-to-toe with him like Hyesung did.
그럴지도.
You might not look like an accident survivor.
그래.
Yeah, I should be all quiet and miserable, so that people would pity me and turn a blind eye to their misgivings towards me, like what I've been doing so far. I have no one to fight for me. Hyesung nipped at all kinds of trivial things. He raved on about Jooyoung making a debut in the past, calling it unfair. The same thing happened when Kyuhyuk's family history was exposed. What is my reading today? Unfair.
그렇죠.
He insisted that he should be disqualified for having strings to pull. I was already in band, so does that make me?
아닌데요.
He didn't care about you since your band wasn't that popular. Can't deny that.
말도 안 돼요.
It's funny he would do that. He's the one who should be disqualified for his criminal record. Everyone who made it out of the preliminaries have their own stories. If they have nothing to hide, then there's nothing wrong with revealing their past, and I'm sure Hyesung wanted to hide his. Everyone's too sensitive about privacy. Would I be harsh for saying they have too many demands?
아무래도
Maybe we had to make a compromise. We had to become the talk of the town in order to come up in the game.
맞아요.
Right, we need to be clear on something. A person with talent shines.
그리고
When someone shines, it casts a shadow.
있잖아.
That shadow
그
is.
말은-
It's the attention from the outside, regardless of its effect on the contestants. Sometimes it can be jealousy, a quiet and peaceful life. You need to give that up. You cannot avoid unwanted attention. If you really don't want it, all you have to do is just to do nothing.
아시겠어요?
If not, you'll just have to keep on telling your stories. No matter how others receive it, you'll just have to live with it.
말도 안 돼요.
Do you want to protect your true self that's talking high and mighty? There are so many people that are willing to give up everything to get popular. There are desperate people everywhere. Desperate people. Unfair, excessive, hurtful. You've been given a chance at least.
그러면
Could be doing that out of desperation, though. The
그렇다니까요.
thing is, he has no musical talent. That's why he's ignoring the sufferings of others and complaining.
저
I'm not in the position
그런데요.
to talk about that.
아마도
Hyesung isn't the only one who's hoping for something to happen.
그거야.
The show has been making mistakes. I'm sure all of you have different thoughts in mind. I hope they make a confirmation.
근데 그게
It's already a mess. It's difficult for them to promise anything. Sale hesitated while checking Do-yoon's facial expression. Sale's shoulders slouched when their eyes met.
도윤이 형.
You must be confused too. You were in a difficult situation when you joined Beastars. What's your personal take? Do you think the show will continue? Are you hoping for it to continue?
아무래도
I kind of do. Like you said, I was in a difficult situation when I joined the show.
알겠어요.
I admire your honesty, although I can't tell you about what's going to happen.
근데
So how
그게
far is your story true? Do-yoon looked confused and Sale carefully chose his words.
사실은
I heard you didn't know about Masquerade applying for the show.
어,
Oh, that.
맞아.
You're right. Woo-suk filled out the application.
그런
Woo-suk, the new vocalist, did he apply for the show without telling other members?
그랬었지.
He informed us after the beginning date of the preliminaries was fixed. Half of the team wanted to go for it while the other half didn't.
어?
What about you?
나는
I didn't want to do it at first. The Yoon unknowingly bit his lip. The members who were on the verge of getting kicked out of the band were on my side. The other members who wanted to must have sided with the vocalist then. It was that bad, huh? The
그랬지.
whole team had been discouraged when our record deal went astray. Woo-suk thought my objection was the biggest reason for ruining the deal.
그렇다고 볼 수 있죠.
He must have felt offended since he was the one who put all the effort into making the deal. That taught me a different way of seeing things.
혹시
I thought maybe participating in the show could put us back together. We all came to Beastars together after persuading other members. But in the end, the band failed to make it to the finals. Sale took a deep breath. Sale spoke after a brief pause.
그렇죠.
Beastars got high ratings. They made an issue out of the incident. As long as you can keep the fire going, you can't blame other people for being hopeful about it.
그렇다는 건
Are you saying it's possible for the show to continue?
불확실해요.
I can't guarantee it. I'm just saying there's a possibility based on my experience. Sale's case turned to the judges section where Sing-yeon was located. Although we have this serious incident at hand.
너무 나갔어요.
He was such a troll back then. He probably didn't know that he was on a team mission.
그래도
The controversy died out quickly though.
저
The seriousness of
그런데요.
the incident tends to change depending on how you look at it. Did you know, even back then he was going for broke? I remember.
그렇다니까요.
That's Yesung. He fans the flames and says he did it out of desperation. So if you respond to him in a commonsensical way, you become a villain who ignores a desperate person.
그렇다는 건
It's like you're explaining a certain trick. Seo put on a smirky smile.
맞아요.
You're right, that's Yesung's trick. He's a troll who doesn't care about whether you're on the same team or not. Even now, he couldn't care less for the collapse stage.
설에서
Another specialty of Hyesung's. He's always sucking up to the judges, but looks down on other contestants who are weaker than he is.
혹시
You're talking about his tone of voice or difficult personality.
네?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. There's a thin line between being difficult or rude.
아시겠어요?
He's just plain rude. Sale turned his mouth up slightly. He is respectful towards the producer and judges only. He doesn't care about the rest, including other contestants and staff members.
그렇다니까요.
Once you experience it, you can never forget it.
괜찮아?
Sale, are you okay?
그런 편이죠.
I think so. Yes, I guess we're digging his own grave. Opportunists could not succeed forever. Hyesung, the virtuoso of logic. I have a name for his reasoning. The file on the final incident of Hyesung the detective.
저기
You must have his reasons.
그래요.
He could have thought they were perfect only in his head,
100%예요.
but he's 100% wrong. S_Sing-yeon is the one who broke his assault scandal. He must be delusional.
그렇다는 건
You seem pretty confident.
그렇죠.
Of course I am. You don't agree with me?
그래.
To be honest, it doesn't even make sense. Sung wasn't the only one attacked by S_Sing-yeon.
그러니까요.
Think about it once and you get the picture, right? He doesn't listen to a word other people say. Sale clicked his tongue. He locked eyes with Do-yoon again, who was standing awkwardly.
그리고
The victim who broke the passive school violence has already been checked by the staff. His claim was true. They're just blurting out whatever name comes to mind.
아무래도요.
If they're the one who broke Hyesung's school violence history, why would they attack Ji-young, In-hak, Yoo-hyuk, and you? I hope they say something that makes sense for a change.
그때
It wasn't easy to hold In-ha back.
맞아요.
It was ridiculous seeing how he was attacking the same team.
그럴까?
Did he see her as an obstacle? Strangely, it didn't become a major issue, though. He was on a roll, everything worked out for him, including the editing. Ina shrugged her shoulders when she caught Ji-young's eyes from the other side. She was sticking out her chin as if she was saying, what's wrong with him? But he said the same thing back then, that he'd go all the way.
아마도
I thought he was being figurative when in fact he was being as literal as he could be.
그러니까
Ina felt really hurt. I'm sure she was caught off guard since they were on the team mission.
그때
Considering the context of the time, just appealing to his strengths would have been enough. It's just that there were invisible issues before that time.
물론이야.
It's true he discriminated people by putting them into categories.
아무래도
Yeah, anybody could tell.
그때
It was in the order of the production executives, producer, and judges. I told him to go easy, but he wouldn't listen to me.
나도요.
I also had to talk with him about that. Ji-young tilted her head as if he was trying to recall the talk she had with Hyesung. Do-yoon waited until Ji-young spoke again.
그러고
He told me I shouldn't meddle with his business because he had his sources. That sounds typical of him. Now that I'm talking about it, it's all coming back to me. His own resources, what do you think he meant by that?
아마도
Would be Seung-yeon. She was the highest ranking staff.
확실히
Seung-yeon, that's a possibility. Everyone had to work with her throughout the entire show and she had full authority. Ji-young slowly shook her head. Her long hair brushed against her clothes to make a soft sound. Someone who would give him the power to be rude to anyone in the show. It can't be the WBS executives and seating had to see them often. Other staff members all followed Seung-yeon's instructions. The more I think about it, the more conviction I get. Hyesung's resource must be Seung-yeon.
혜성이 저러는 거
Hyesung is not doing
시간만은
that
아닐 거야.
only because of the ranking.
지휘불은 그 타령인데
It's always saying though.
생각 깊은 놈은 아니지만
He's a shallow fellow,
말도
but
맞아요.
Ji-young is right.
피디님 돌아가신 일도 이유긴 하겠죠.
Seung-yeon's death could be another reason.
그래
Yes, clearly. Ina tugged at Do-yoon's sleeve.
뭐야? 나만 눈치 없는 사람이야?
What is this? I feel like an idiot.
쫓아다녔다는 거 말고 또 뭐 있어?
What else is there besides the fact that he followed her around? Seung-yeon's death clearly contributed to the madness of Hyesung. Do-yoon decided to elaborate why he thought so.
아까 얘기에서도 나왔어.
I mentioned earlier.
짐작가는
I
이유는
think
혜성이 문제 터질 때마다 PD님을 믿는 구석으로 여겼으니까
Hyesung relied on Seung-yeon whenever things were unfavorable to him.
전과 터지고부턴 안 먹혔던 것 같지만
Although it didn't seem to work after his criminal record had been revealed.
정도껏 해야 실드 쳐주죠.
There's only so much Seung-yeon could cover for him.
어쨌든 혜성이는 피디님한테 의지했던 것 같아.
Whatsoever, he seemed to have relied on Seung-yeon.
그랬던 게 아까 눈앞에서 끝나버렸고
But as we've seen, she's gone now.
혜성이 페이터에 처음 글 쓰곤 조금 누그러지는 것 같았잖아.
Hyesung looked rather relaxed after writing his phone first post on Fatter.
엄청 구박받아서 그런 거 아니야?
Isn't that because we lashed out at him?
다시 격앙되기 시작한 게 언제라고 생각해?
When do you think he started acting up again?
피디님 발견하고 난 다음에
When we found Seung-yeon's body.
PD님을 사칭한 S 승연이 나타났지.
And S_Seung-yeon made an appearance.
그때부터
That's when Hyesung went nuts.
말하자면 혜성이가 PD님을 따르고
In other words, I think
PD님도
it's true that he
혜성이를
relied on
어느
Seung-yeon and
정도
she had been in his
사실이었던 것
favor.
같아. PD님 시신을 발견했을 때 큰 충격을 받았겠지.
When he found out about Seung-yeon's death, he must have been enormously distressed.
그래서 S 승연한테 제대로 뚜껑이 열린 거다.
That's why he got so mad at S_Seung-yeon. A shadow appeared from the other side of the stage. They all turned towards it.
저요.
It's me.
혜성이는
What about Hyesung?
미안해. 보시다시피야.
I'm sorry. Just as you see, I failed.
이 인간 진짜 1대1로 다 만날 작정인가?
Is this punk really going to interview every one of us?
분장실에 계속 머무는 건 위험한데.
It's dangerous to stay in the dressing room.
역시 상대를 안 하는 게 낫겠어요.
We should ignore him.
억지로 끌고 나오는 게 맞을지도.
Maybe we should drag him out of there.
분장실 문
He locked himself in the dressing room.
그랬지. 밀고 들어가기도 안 되나?
Right, can't we force ourselves in? Do-yoon sighed and lowered his head.
언니 왜?
Ji-young, what?
혜성이
Hye-sung,
또 그림이었어.
there's another post. The group fell silent. Ina barely managed to open her mouth.
얘 뭔 생각인 것 같아?
What is he thinking?
내가 간 게
Maybe I've agitated him.
혜성이를 더 자극한 걸지도 몰라.
Maybe I've agitated him more by going there.
그보단 S승현이랑 치고받으면서 더 심해진 거야.
No, he's rather worked up while quarreling with S_Seungyeon. After a short silence, Ina came forward.
내가 쟤랑 얘기 좀 해야겠어.
I've got to talk to him.
혼자요? 위험한데.
By yourself, it's dangerous.
다 혼자 갔잖아. 이제 와서 몰려가면 문이나 열어주겠냐?
Do-yoon and Gyu-hyuk went alone. If we go in a group, he won't open the door.
그래도
But still,
문 부수게? 벽 무너지면 몰살이야.
you gonna ram the door? If the wall collapses, we're all done for. Hearing Ina's remarks, Seo hunched up his shoulders.
혜성이 흥분한 상태야.
He's obviously agitated. It's not wise to go right now.
좋고 나쁘고 간에 할 얘기가 있어서 그래.
Wise or not, I have to talk to him about something.
설득해보려고?
Are you going to persuade him?
말해보다 안 되면 조인트 까고 머리채 잡아야지.
If talking doesn't work, I'll kick him in the ass and drag him out by his hair.
흥분하면 지는 거야.
You lose if you lose your temper.
할 말 있으면 어디까지나 말로.
Say whatever you'd like, but no violence.
설마 내가 정말 패겠냐?
Did you really think I was gonna beat him up?
어쨌든
You can't leave him in there,
저대로는 못
though.
둬. 어떻게든
We have to get
끄집어내야지.
him out somehow.
다 숨어 있다가 덮쳐서 끌고 나오는 방법은요?
We can ambush him and drag him out.
혼자 간다니까. 좀 내버려 둬.
Hey, I said I'm going alone. Leave me alone. Inha stormed out but briefly paused.
안 된다 싶으면 컴백할게. 따라오지 마.
I'll just leave him alone if things don't work out, so don't follow me.
정말 괜찮겠어?
Are you sure?
괜찮다고 하기도 슬슬 지치거든.
I'm getting tired of saying I'll be okay. She looked determined. They couldn't hold her back anymore. They could only watch as she disappeared to the other side of the stage. Looking at the door for some time, Do-yoon suddenly sensed someone's presence.
진짜 괜찮을까요?
Do you think she'll be alright?
저렇게까지 나오니
She was adamant about it.
대체 서혜성이 페이터에 뭐라고 해놨는데요?
What on earth did you say about Fatter?
넌 페이터 볼 방법이 없었지?
Oh, you have no way of accessing Fatter.
네, 속 터져 죽겠어요.
No, I'm so frustrated. Do-yoon opened his watch and showed him Hye-sung's post. How exciting.
익사이팅하네, 진짜.
Sale raised his head and let out a deep sigh. There was a brief silence. Finally, Sale moved towards Do-yoon again.
다른 건 뭐 없어요?
Anything
다른
else?
거?
Huh? Sale looked very frustrated. He opened Fatter again to check other issues.
서혜성이 또 뭘 질렀다던가.
Like he did something outrageous again, or
그렇지는 않아.
not really as of now.
혜성이
Some
발표가
speculate that
본인의
Hye-sung
자진
might
사퇴가
announce his
아니냐는 말도
voluntary
있어.
resignation from the audition.
그랬으면 시원하죠. 절대 그럴 리가 없지만.
That would be great, but that's extremely unlikely.
넌 걔가 뭘 발표하려는 것 같아?
What do you think he'll announce?
한나 스텝이 어떻게 그분의 크신 뜻을 알겠어요?
I'm just a staff member. What do I know about his great intention?
뭔가 황당한 짓거리를 준비하고 있겠죠.
I bet he's preparing something ridiculous. Sale muttered while adjusting his glasses. After the talk, some time had passed.
설마?
Could this be? An ominous air surrounded the area. It's shaking. Watch out. The intense tremor quickly faded out.
누나, 괜찮아요?
You okay, Ji-young?
무사해.
I'm fine.
톰, 점점 짧아지는 것
The time
같은데.
between tremors is shorter each time.
구조대도 들어오고 있죠. 최대한 좋은 쪽만 생각하면
The rescue team is making its way in too. Let's try to stay positive.
중앙복도 괜찮겠죠?
The central corridor should be fine, right?
내가 가 있던 때 정도 아닐까?
Probably the same as when I was there.
이나 씨 무사한지 보러 가야겠어요.
I need to go see if Inha's okay. Sale ran off immediately.
세일아,
Sale! Someone grabbed Do-yoon's arm.
도윤아,
Do-yoon. Yu-hyuk stood right next to him.
영희 누나랑 같이 있는 게 좋겠어.
You should stay with Ji-young. Ji-young was her catching her breath as her face all pale.
누나, 괜찮아요?
You okay, Ji-young?
버틸만은 해. 잠시만. 이대로 놔둬.
I can control this. Leave me alone for just a minute.
일단 지켜보자.
Let's wait and see what happens. Fine. Do-yoon suddenly looks at Yu-hyuk with bated breath.
혜성이하고는
By the way, what did Hyesung say to you?
들어보질
You
못해.
haven't told me yet.
오자마자 많은 일들이 있었으니까.
Yeah, things began to happen as soon as I got back. Yu-hyuk began his story with a bitter smile on his face. The fight has attracted more attention. He decided to write more straightforwardly. I know. Rescue was a priority, and Hyesung was only making things worse at the moment. His members of the preliminaries from when he had distinguished himself from the others seemed vague. And he ought to get back on stage when everything was finally settled. He thought that was enough of Fatter for now. He's just running his mouth. He was even mocking the victims on the news. Do-yoon decided on a strong rebuke. It's not working, but Do-yoon felt a little better at least. He decided to check for new mentions later. For once we can actually... No. We can talk to someone that's not right in front of us.
누나,
Ji-young, you okay?
걱정돼서 전화한 거야?
Hey, you were worried about me.
안 좋아 보여서요.
You didn't look so well.
제어하려고
I'm trying to
애쓰는
control
중이야.
it.
짐이 되고 싶진 않아.
I don't want to be a burden.
짐 같은 거 아니에요.
You're not a burden to anyone.
고마운 얘기네.
That's very sweet of you to say that.
그치만 나 자신이
But
그렇게
what,
생각 안 하게 만드는 것도
but what matters is my own perception.
곧 끝나겠죠.
The whole thing will be over soon.
그러길 바랄 뿐이야.
I hope so. I really wonder what he's up to. What did he say to you?
그게
Oh, that's the scholarship issue, the one mentioned by S_Singyeon. He brought it up again. What can he do with that?
결국
He'll agree on Fatter as if that were true. That's ridiculous. I didn't know what to say.
그건
That's simply agreeing with S_Singyeon. Yu-hyuk shook his head bitterly. I should have just told him that I would drop out.
그럼
You know that's not that easy. Each of us had a reason to join Beastars.
솔직히
I came to Beastars because I was curious, Before I gave up on music, I wanted to stand before the crowd without telling them about my dad and hear about what they had to say about me.
저기
So was it like a blind test? But the result was far too good.
몰랐어.
I didn't know I would get this far. Yu-hyuk scratched his chin.
그리고
When I first joined the show, I didn't think they would mention my family.
그랬지.
There were lots of viral news articles. At first, I thought you were eager to talk about your father.
그럴 거야.
I don't blame you. Even back then, I was thinking about dropping out of the audition. But I didn't. It ended up being stuck in here.
무리야.
They aren't thinking straight.
그럴지도.
Of course not. He's desperate to remain in the show.
그런 거면
It doesn't matter what they say out there, I just hope he doesn't fall too deeply. If he gets angry and starts to write comments, it's really going to be over for him. He would know what to do with Fatter. While speaking, Do-yoon thought about the earlier provocations made by Hye-sung. He said he won't go down by himself and that he's ready for anything.
글쎄.
Maybe he wouldn't.
솔직히
Actually, I agree.
이거면
If this continues, it would be a matter of time. Yu-hyuk nodded and stared at the other side of the corridor. No sound came out from the locked door. I wonder when it's going to happen. I have no idea.
뭐랄까.
Hye-sung didn't say anything special.
그랬었나?
Although he pretended to know something important, he always followed Seung-yeon around, but he was just one of the contestants. He didn't even get much information.
그래서
So what did you say to him?
아,
I said the Reiki after the collapse doesn't mean anything. That we should go back to the stage and wait for the rescue team. He surely wouldn't listen to that. Yeah, you know the result. When I went in, I was wondering what he would say to me. I didn't know he would be repeating what S_Seung-yeon said.
저기
Weren't you angry with him for repeating what S_Seung-yeon said?
그랬지.
I was surprised at first, as you said, but what I felt next was a sense of pity. Yu-hyuk looked down at his feet. His eyes wandered for a moment. It was like he wanted to believe it, thinking it would actually work.
솔직히
I'm embarrassed to say this, but the scholarship issue won't give me much damage. The fact that I feel ashamed of that incident is another story.
그거야.
He's bluffing. Do you think he'll keep doing that to everyone else? Yu-hyuk spoke again after a brief silence. He also talked about my late father. About his accident, It was around the time of a fundraiser. He had a heart attack while driving. The money and honor meant nothing before the accident. So what can Hye-sung add to that story?
그건
He asked me if that was really an accident. He was insinuating that I might have had something to do with his death. That's more shocking than the scholarship issue. I felt the opposite. He went too far on my father's death.
대체
It's like he's writing a fiction.
괜찮아.
It's because he didn't know anything about it. I was okay with it. That's a lie, knowing what happens in A-Route. But if he continues to do that, other people might take it differently.
그런데
Something bothered me while I was talking to him. Like what?
그게
He kept checking Fatter even when he was talking to me.
그거야.
That's nothing new. He looked more restless. He said it was almost time. Time? What time? The time S_Seung-yeon mentioned. About the one in last place being... Yu-hyuk quietly nodded. He continued with one hand under his chin.
뭐랄까.
He regarded all of S_Seung-yeon's comments as nonsense, but he wasn't free from them. I wish he'd be more honest with us.
도윤아.
But I thought he was being frank with you, Do-yoon.
그럴까?
I'm not sure if he was being more honest with me than with others.
어?
Really, that means I'm closer to you.
어?
Is that important right now?
그게
Hye-sung was always saying things to you.
아닌 것 같아.
That doesn't mean he was being honest with me.
그건
I guess you were right about that.
그럼
Then can I be more honest this time? About what? Feeling awkward, Yu-hyuk fiddled with his hair. About why he wasn't shaken when he talked about my father's accident. I am, to be honest. I would have thought of it as an insult towards your father. And I didn't want to pry on it. That sounds like you. Yu-hyuk paused momentarily. He seemed to be pondering on whether to tell Do-yoon or not.
솔직히
To be honest, my uncle's family, myself included, don't know much about my father.
그게
What do you mean?
결국
He cut ties with the family as soon as he became an adult. The family was strictly against the music and they didn't allow jokers in the family. My father severed ties with them. We all know about his days of anonymity.
그렇지.
It wasn't much different even back then. Tough business, huh?
그러면
But why didn't you know much about him?
그건
He always wanted to live a free life. Free from everything, including all of his family. He wanted a life free from anything cumbersome so nothing would hold him back.
어쩌면
Maybe he never got to grow up throughout his entire life. Are you saying his musical achievements had nothing to do with his personality?
어?
Did I sound negative? Take half of what I said as a compliment. Understand his typical characteristic of artistic people.
그랬지.
That's how I was able to accept him for who he was. Whatever he found cumbersome, he treated as if he didn't see it.
나도
I was clearly something cumbersome to him.
그러니까
So I have no choice but to say I don't know much about him. Even if someone speaks nonsense about his life or death, well... To me, it feels like talking about a stranger. He finished his story, but the gloomy feeling still lingered in the air.
얘기해.
We weren't
빙빙
getting
돌기만
anywhere
하네.
with our conversation.
이러면 누구라도 마찬가지겠어.
Then it would be the same for everyone.
다급하게 구는 건 혜성이 쪽.
Yes, Sung's the one who's desperate. He continued to act out of desperation. They must think of something. Maybe they should force him out at any cost.
형, 내 얘기 좀 들어봐.
Yu-hyuk, listen to me.
혜성이 그만 끌고라도 나오자.
Let's just drag him out.
걔 상태
He looked quite unstable.
S승연 말에도 점점 더 휘둘리고 있잖아.
He's getting swayed by S_Seungyeon's remarks. Yu-hyuk nodded after looking at Do-yoon for a moment.
점점 더 초조해하고
He's
있지.
growing restless.
어떻게든 해보자.
Let's try somehow.
이대로는 위험에 방치하는 거나 마찬가지야.
If this continues, it'd be like leaving him in danger.
좋아.
Okay, let's
가보자.
go. Do-yoon walked towards where Ji-young was.
누나, 아무래도 혜성이
Ji-young, I think Hyesung should. Ji-young was not there with them.
없어?
Where is
언제?
she? When did she leave?
우리 얘기하는 사이였나 봐.
I think she went somewhere while we were talking. They moved hurriedly. They frantically looked around, but Ju-young wasn't there.
안에 가볼게. 넌 전화 좀 해봐.
I'll check inside. You call her on the phone.
잠깐만. 혼자 가지 마.
Wait, don't go alone. Do-yoon stopped Yu-hyuk while he was making the call.
복도 쪽으로 간 건가?
Did she go to the corridor?
진짜 안
Shoot.
터져.
It's not working. While they were trying to work the phone, Fatter opened. That's crazy. Do-yoon gritted his teeth and attempted to make the call again.
둘이 뭐해?
What are you two doing?
누나, 어디 갔었던 거예요?
Ji-young, where have you been?
미안해.
I'm sorry.
깜짝 놀랐다고요.
I was worried about you.
과호흡이 왔어. 이번엔 정말 세게 와서.
I hyperventilated. It was severe this time.
그래도 갑자기 사라지시면
But if you just disappear like that,
말할 새도 없었어.
I didn't have time to tell you.
무사했으면 됐지. 놓치고 있던 넌 뭐했냐?
She's okay and that's what matters. Why weren't you paying attention?
잠깐. 혜성이는
Wait, what about Hyesung? Ina looked worried.
그게 문제가 있었어.
There was a problem.
문제?
Problem?
어떤?
What kind of... The two asked blankly.
서혜성, 저게 없어.
Hyesung isn't there. The sweat running down Do-yoon's back turned cold.
전화는 해봤어?
Have you tried calling?
왔다 지나서 갔는데 그럴 정신이 어딨냐?
I was too upset to think about calling him. Ji-young shook her head after failing to make the call.
신호는 가. 안 받을 뿐이지.
It's ringing, but he's not answering the phone.
같이 가봐요. 데려올 생각이었어요.
I'll go with you. I was going to bring him here.
끌고라도 나와야겠어요.
We should drag him out of there.
한 사람들이 못 봤다면
If they didn't
어디 있는
see
거지?
him, where is he?
복도 쪽에 없을 수가 없어. 갈 수 있는데 정해져 있다고.
He can't be in the corridor. There are only so many places he can go to.
분장실 가면서 복도 확인하고 없으면 스택 복도 화장실까지 보면 돼.
I'll check the central corridor on the way to the dressing room. If he's not there, I'll check the staff corridor and the restrooms.
뭐 좋아. 찝찝해서 나왔지만 다시 봐야겠어.
Well, okay, I came out because something didn't feel right, but I need to check again.
이나 씨.
Inha.
그래. 강제로라도 데려오는 거야.
Yeah, we'll use force to bring him back this
바로
time.
가자.
Let's go right now. Yu Hyuk also took a step forward after locking eyes with Do Yoon.
출연자에 문제 생기면 저도 곤란하긴 해요.
I'll get in trouble if a contestant disappears.
좋아. 이동하죠.
Okay, let's move. The sound of footsteps echoed around in the dark corridor.
여긴 확실히 없어.
He's not here.
분장실 다시 가볼게. 어딜 간 건지.
Let me try the dressing room again. Where the heck is he?
저도 같이 가요.
I'll go with you.
난 스텝 복도를 볼게.
I'll check the staff corridor.
저랑 가요. 도윤이 넌?
Take me with you. Do-yoon, what about you? After scanning the corridor, Do-yoon's eyes were fixed on something.
화장실을 볼게.
I'll check the restroom.
혼자?
By yourself?
기우가 그럼 넌 도윤이랑.
Yoo-hyuk, why don't you go with Do-yoon?
아니야. 형은 누나랑 다녀.
No, you should stay with Ju-young. Yoo-hyuk's gaze wandered in between Ju-young and Do-yoon.
알겠어.
Okay,
조심해.
be careful. They scattered to head toward their assigned area.
혜성아, 있어?
Hyesung, you there? Do-yoon waited, but no one answered. He slowly entered the restroom.
혜성아, 정신 차려!
Hyesung, wake up! Do-yoon hurriedly lifted Hyesung into his arms. Blood. His hand was soaked with blood. Do-yoon's legs gave way and Hyesung dropped face down on the floor. Ju-young came running. She moved her lips to scream, but no sound came out of her mouth. Hyesung!
어떻게 된 거야?
What happened to him?
뭐예요? 설마.
What is it? No way! Huh? Do-yoon stared at Inha vacantly.
야, 지금
Look,
페이터에
right now on Fatter.
페이터에 글이.
There's a post on Fatter. So it was true that the one in last place would die.
하위는 죽는다.
Do-yoon reached out his trembling hand to grab Hyesung's wrist.
잠깐만,
Wait.
여기!
Wait here. In all instant, all eyes were on Do-yoon. They all looked dazed.
혜성이,
I can feel a pulse.
아직 살아있다고!
He's still alive. We made it on the B route. I was a little worried there for a second. They all immediately called the rescue team.
여보세요. 여보세요.
Hello, hello?
끊어졌어?
Disconnected. I told them about his injury,
전달했어. 그런데 어떻게 하란 얘기 못 들었어.
but they didn't tell me what to do.
그럼 어떻게 해야 돼?
Then what should we do?
여기 계속 잡아들여 놓을 순 없잖아.
We can't just leave him here. They stared at Hyesung, who was lying on the floor. His pale complexion gave off the image of a dead person.
일단 여기서 옮기는 게 좋을까?
Do you think we should move him out of here? No.
저기.
Hey, but
아마 옮기다가 잘못될 수도 있어요.
something might go wrong while trying to move him.
구조대에 살아있다고 했잖아요. 잘못되기라도 하면.
We told the rescue team that he was alive if anything was wrong.
무슨 소리야?
What are you trying to say?
반칙 놓기라도 하자는 거야?
Are you saying we should rather leave him like this? Yu-hyuk stepped forward after watching the two of them argue.
그런 게 아니어도 잘못 옮기면 위험할 수 있어요.
It could be unsafe if we're not careful.
서혜성이? 아니면 우리가?
Unsafe for whom, Hyesung or us?
모두를 얘기한 거야.
All of us. Ji-young tried to contact the rescue team, but to no avail. The others tried too, but no one succeeded.
통화되기만 기다릴 순 없어.
We can't keep waiting for a call.
도윤아, 넌 어떻게 했으면 좋겠어?
Do-yoon, what do you think we should do?
여기 두는 건 방치하는 거야.
Leaving him here would be neglect.
머리 조심하면서 옮기면 될 거야.
Let's take him to the
무대로
stage. We'll be careful with his head. The restroom was small. If it collapsed, Hyesung would die instantly. Leaving Hyesung here would be the same as giving up on him. They looked at one another.
그래, 복잡하게 생각할 때가 아니야.
He's right, it's not complicated.
저도 방치하자는 말은 아니었어요.
I wasn't saying we should neglect him either. While trying to move Hyesung, Do-yoon saw his watch flicker. You are Do-yoon Han, right? Come on, answer me. Do-yoon received a message from this account even when he discovered the body of Sung-yeon. He looked at the username again, but it didn't look familiar at all.
이런 거에
I don't have time to respond to this person. He had no time to spend on the watch. Moving Hyesung safely was the top priority. As Yu-hyuk raised his head, his eyes met Do-yoon's.
힘을 합쳐서 옮기면 괜찮겠지?
It'll be alright if we move him together.
다행히 고비는 없었네요.
Phew, it looks like nothing has gone wrong.
감각이 없다.
My arms feel numb.
도윤아, 넌 괜찮아?
Do-yoon, are you okay? He nodded at Yu-hyuk. He looked toward Ji-young.
누난 좀 어때요?
Ji-young, are you doing okay?
처음 봤을 땐 좀 위험했는데 지금은 괜찮아.
I was nervous at first, but I'm good now.
그런데
By the way,
혜성이 어쩌다
what do you think happened to Hyesung? Everyone was curious, but no one had dared to bring it up. Ida hesitantly came forward, studying the others' faces.
오면서 좀 봤는데
I took a look on the way here.
혼자서 젖골이 날 수는 없어.
He couldn't have done that to himself.
동감이에요.
I agree. Seo surveyed the group through his glasses.
화장실에
You
굴러다니던
saw the mop
대걸레 좀
shaft lying on the
보셨죠?
restroom floor, right?
아무래도 그걸로 머리를 맞은 것 같아요.
I think he was hit on the head with it.
너희가 하는 말은
What you're saying is, Ji-young's parched lips quivered.
누군가한테 습격당한 거야.
He was ambushed by someone.
상처도 뒤통수 쪽에 나 있었어.
He has a wound on the back of his head. Ji-young gave a look of disbelief at her own
이
words.
안에는 우리뿐이잖아요.
There's no one but us in here. Then,
지금 사람들은
that's exactly what I'm saying. Seo jumped in frantically, waving his hand.
그런 말은 아니죠.
Not necessarily.
S승연이 있잖아요.
What about S__Sung
꼴찌가
Yeon?
어쩌고 했던 대로 일이 터졌다고요.
Their threat about murdering the person in last place is real.
인정하고 싶진 않지만
I don't want to admit this, but
지금 혜성이한테 접근할 수 있는 사람
no one else could have approached
우리뿐이잖아.
Hyesung other than us. Everyone froze at Do-yoon's remark.
그런 말은 아무 도움이 안 돼요.
Come on, let's think a bit more reasonably.
너무 섣불리 판단하지 마.
Let's slow down a bit. We know
혜성이
exactly.
만나러 갔을 때 얘기를 다시 해볼까?
Should we talk again about what happened when we went to see Hyesung?
한 얘기 또 해서 뭐 하시게요?
That again? For what?
언니, 나 진짜 쟤 못 만났어.
Ji-young, I really didn't mean him, I swear. Ji-young held in his hand. She looked pale but calm.
알아. 정리가 필요한 것뿐이야.
I know. We just need to sort out things.
확실하게 해두면 서로 의심할 일도
If we
없을
clear
테니까.
things out now, we don't have to doubt one another anymore.
아,
Oh, alright.
알겠어. 그런 거면
In that case, sure.
S승연처럼 다른 가능성도 생각해야 돼요.
We should also think about any other possibility, including S_Sung Yeon.
우리 안에 있을 거라고 단정 지을 수는 없으니까.
It doesn't necessarily have to be one of us.
다른 통로나 사람을 보진 못했지만
Although we haven't seen enough passage or person.
그거야. 저도 알지만요.
Well, I know that, but Sale bit his lip and just stood there. Ji-young turned around after checking up on Hye-sung.
숨소리는 미약하지만
He's breathing
안정된
weakly,
상태야.
but stable.
그럼 얘기해보자.
Let's go over it then. They stared at one another nervously. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here for today. This has been Teo Tamara. Thank you all so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.